shoot.
It ain't about to shoot your big ass. You heard
It's
about the ice
whole
shit and Latin Kings in Chicago? Nah, hell nah. They fucking putting it down. I figure, bro. Hold on, I want to see that.
Let me introduce you to J-Bay. She's a 550 pounds fat acceptance activist, and she recently got arrested, and the body
550.
cam is something else.
550.
She picked up 7 charges, and they almost had to use a crane to get her into the police car. Without further ado, let's get started.
They should just let her make it.
They don't.
They're shooting
Yeah,
ice
they
and
don't
shit,
want
I
you
ain't
here,
gonna lie.
and your dad is not willing to come help you because you
Yeah.
burned that bridge.
I know.
So what are you gonna do?
I got a whole packet of information from SARC when they were doing my rape kit today.
Well, Sark's not available at this
I
time.
know,
So what are you
I can
gonna
go to
do?
one of the shelters that they listed. I just need a phone because I don't know where mine is. I could tell you everything at the police station.
Well, that report's already been taken, so we don't need to rehash that
okay.
again.
Then yeah, can you guys help me get my stuff? This is how they left me though, and I literally cannot. I have.
Where did your clothes
Imagine being like a fat acceptance person. You can't even walk, nigga. You can't even get up, nigga. You need help. You need help to be that big, bro. So now it's all it's our fault, and we gotta help your big ass. Fuck out of here, nigga.
go from wherever you were at to start with?
My rape kit at SARC, the SARC rape kit.
Man, niggas, man. Hold on, bro. Ain't nobody take that pussy, man. Ain't nobody take that shit, bro.
Welcome to Visible
Her what
Plus
kid?
Pro,
Yeah, exactly,
the
bro.
ultimate
Nobody
wireless
taking that pussy, bro.
That means our fastest speeds, coverage,
She want
and
that R
connection
word
you
kid
can
bad
rely
as
on.
fuck, man.
Now just $22.50 a
Like, ma'am, there's no semen. There's never been
for
any
6
semen
months,
inside of
but
you.
you already knew all that, didn't you?
Names
Not
going
one.
micro. Micro
Not
habits,
one
micro wins,
seaman
microdosed GLP-1s.
has ever been in
Help.
there, man.
Oh, hi. What's happening? I've been here
Stop
for
this
months and my
shit.
weight won't.
Stop it right now, man. Doctors probably up there
Chicago has a
laughing, not
large
even
Native
supposed-
Hispanic population.
I be watching this nigga too, though. W Trap University, man. You can tell because I'm already subbing, bro.
Represented about 20% of the city, including Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Ecuadorians, Colombians, and
with
so
you,
on.
Kyle
With some of these groups having ethnic enclaves in the city, rich in the type of history and culture that makes the United States a melting pot. And I might be biased, but in my opinion, Chicago also has the best Mexican food outside of Texas. But recently, of course, in Chicago, many members of the Hispanic community have been protesting the actions of ICE, as of course, in addition.
That's one thing I didn't know that I learned as I got older, especially too because I got a homeboy from Chicago. He used to always tell me like, man, they got Mexicans out there too. I didn't think there was really none because like in New York, you don't really see a lot of Mexican people. Like the Latin King presence, all you see is like Dominican, Puerto Rican. I didn't know they had Mexicans, bro, which is like, you feel me?
In addition to arresting illegal immigrants, they've
A
also
lot of
arrested several U.S. citizens,
California
believing
best
them.
food for any race? Nah, facts. Lame ass opinion. That's some Chicago shit. Chicago niggas think everything is the best out there, bro. Nobody want them stupid hot dogs, man. Nobody want them fucking
to
hot
be
dogs,
illegals,
man.
including a teenager in Miami who was on his way to work. And while
Chicago niggas the only niggas that hella happy to just eat a glizzy with fucking with a tomato on that John, nigga.
there have been extreme demonstrations, some of the protests by the Hispanic community have been peaceful in the city. But a subset of gang members, specifically the Latin Kings, have been accused of setting a $10,000 bounty
want that
for
fucking
anyone who would
tomato
kill the chief
glaze,
of Border
nigga.
Patrol who had recently been stationed in Chicago. And while this might not seem significant, as I said before,
Or no pizza
organized
pockets
gangs are a
either,
thing
nigga.
of the past in the city. Even the Latino gangs are now just hoods made up of Latin
Bro, Luna
Kings,
for sure got-
SDs, Spanish Cobras, Maniacs,
For sure
all
got
of which
set up
would have
in
been
jail, twin. Luna, what happened? She went to jail? What the fuck is going on?
enemies in the past, but with the loose structure we have now, the gang doesn't really matter. If you're from the
Spike,
same
what's the
area,
fu-
you
what's
get
the fucking
along,
word,
and if
man?
you've even taken a common
Shout
loss,
out
then you can all be
PLK.
in the
What's
same
that?
gang. That being said, putting money on someone's head is not as common as you might think.
Pasadena Latin
Many times
Kings?
when a known gang member dies, people take to the internet and make unsubstantiated claims
Had a
about some
random
kind of
account
bounty
just
being
claimed to be
collected.
her on Insta asking for bread. Damn. She in jail? Ain't no way. Might be her though. Like, and I don't know, like no talking shit, but like you feel me? Every time niggas ban her ass, like hella people be writing me. Like, man, this is fucking Luna's friend.
because it makes for a
Blue
better
and orange.
headline and story than the actual truth, which is
Why
in
everybody
many
cutting their
cases
dreads off
just a
lately?
spur-of-the-moment action,
They wanna
such as
be
when
like
a
me,
well-known
bro.
Chicago rapper and member of the STL clique FBG
tryna be
Duck
like
was
me, bro.
murdered in such a wealthy and affluent part of the city that many people assumed that he had to have $100,000 on his head for something like this to take place, when in reality, it was just that while Duck was downtown shopping, a guy who was jealous about Duck's former relationship with the mother of his child called and lied to members of the
If it
Oblak
is
gang,
for real, her, I
saying they
feel
needed to
bad,
come
but she gonna
save
have
him
to
since
thug that
FBG
one
Duck
out.
had just
Not
chased
gonna
him with a
lie. Facts. I ain't gonna lie. I already told her, you can't ask me for nothing, nigga. You can't even fucking apologize to motherfuckers when you do some wrong shit. You're cooked, buddy. You're cooked.
gun, and this led to Duck's murder, despite the fact that he had done no
See you
such
on the other
thing and he
side,
likely
man,
didn't
on
even
the other
notice the
side of
guy
the
making the
gulag,
call
man.
because Duck was only downtown to buy his son a birthday
Oh,
present. And the
sorry.
Latin King's bounty on the Border Patrol chief was best
That's why you gotta humble yourself, man. You gotta humble yourself, bro.
described by a former lieutenant in the Chicago police when he said,
You got gang members that are doing drive-bys on the weekends for free. So offer $10,000 and you might actually get one of these knuckleheads that would take them up on it.
and I want to make it clear,
Man, hell
unlike the
yeah.
South Side,
10
hustling
racks.
is still alive and well on the west side of the city, where most of the Hispanic gangs call home. So unlike the more renegade gangs in the city, these guys are making money, and of course, some of them even had connections with the cartel, as it has been forever in Chicago. The Hispanic gangs will be the closest to what you could call organized, with some sets of the Latin Kings
Nah, Pasadena Latin Kings is insane, bro.
specifically being in the same area Al Capone and the
I called
Chicago
that.
outfit once owned property in.
With the mobsters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's when that shit started. Like after
Crenshaw
he
Mafia
had some
Latin
critical ideas.
King.
But this whole
Crenshaw
murder for hire
Mafia
case
Latin
alleged by the
King.
FBI is disputed,
Hold
as it
on,
may not
man.
even be true.
Finna
The
be looking for a
FBI
different
called him
job,
a
see
hire.
another one. Switching, man, I remember you said that, man. Fuck. You gotta, man, only reason I say like, I know that's fucked up because I know you like that job, and it's hard as fuck to find a job that you actually vibe with,
ranking
bro.
gang member and sometimes
Yeah,
the
you need
leader
to
of the
start
Latin
looking
Kings,
now,
but
folks.
federal law enforcement has been shown many times in the past to have very
My
little
childhood best
understanding of
friend's
how
pop was
gangs
an OG,
actually work.
OG for
As
them.
back in 2020,
Crenshaw
the DOJ
Mafia
claimed to have
Latin
arrested
Kings.
the leader of the Black Disciples, which if you know anything about the streets in
W
Chicago,
my.
you'll know
My job coach got me, though she's, oh, I remember you said that. She said she got you, though.
that the Black Disciples
W.
haven't had a leader in over 20 years. In fact, there are Black Disciple cliques at war with each other as I speak, and the DEA claimed to have arrested a high-level member of the Four Corner Hustlers in 2023, with this guy just being a man nearly 60 years old, who was likely just a big-time drug dealer, probably having very little influence over the teenagers actually waging wars.
Facts.
Now, the family of the man arrested for the alleged bounty on the Border Patrol chief, Juan Espinoza Martinez, says that the claims about him are false. And while normally I would ignore the words of the family since they can usually be biased, I have to admit that when it comes to gangs in Chicago specifically, the local police are the only ones who actually understand
Hell
what's
nah.
going on. The feds specialize in racketeering cases and grouping
Hell
people
nah.
together
You
as
might
if
as
they're
well
one
get
and the
like
same.
one of them, no Diddy, one of them little fake little dicks that you could pee, you feel me? That pees for you. You got money on, bro. Niggas ain't drinking no pickle juice, bro.
But like I said earlier, most neighborhoods in the city with gang members are not homogenous. The days of one single gang being together on the block are long gone in Chicago. And in my opinion, if it was so easy to prove a guy in Chicago to be a gang leader, then we should be seeing racketeering cases from the FBI in the city each year. But we
Man.
might get one every 2 years. That's kind of misleading. Unlike the huge gang roundups you see in New York City,
Man,
which are actually
facts.
headed by the NYPD because it's their city. So they understand
Pretty much like a gallon. Drink like a gallon of water. You feel me? Don't smoke. For real, just piss straight water on their ass.
exactly how the gangs work, with many of them being raised around these same neighborhoods as kids. Now, the case is ongoing, but so far, the only evidence I've seen presented by the government are snaps.
They dumbass think that like turning around, nigga. We know
Now, the
who
case
you
is
are, bro.
ongoing,
Come on, Kobe. We know who you are, bro. Kobe, Jennifer, Lawan.
but so far,
We know
the
who
only
y'all,
evidence
man.
I've seen presented by the government are Snapchat
Was probably
messages
gonna
from an
quit soon
account named
anyway. Hell
Juan,
yeah,
where
fuck them niggas, man.
$2,000 is offered for
They only
information
pay
and
50 cents
$10,000
extra. I
to
can
take the
find
Border
something
Patrol
that pays
chief
way
down.
more.
And this
Hell yeah.
screenshot is said to have come from a confidential informant, and there are several
50
informants.
cents is still like, you feel me? 2K on info. Cuando lo agarren. 10K if you take him down. LK on him. Ooh. I ain't gonna lie. Why don't they want to show their face? Exactly. Like, we know who the fuck you are, man. I know that stupid haircut. You're 6'2". 6'2" Italian. You the only fucking 6'2" Italian nigga. on the force, nigga.
in every
With
hood.
that
And if this is
dickhead
all true,
fucking
that means the
haircut.
sender sent this message to someone he trusted. And if you don't know, the
We
Latin
see you, nigga.
Kings, 2-6, Cobras, all of them, these boys get busy. They get so busy, the gang members on the south side usually try to avoid going to places like Humble Park, Little Village, Gage Park, and all of those neighborhoods, as it can definitely get dangerous for you even if you have no ops. Back when I was in high school, it was a well-known fact that the Latino gangs just banged way harder than everybody else. Like, you might see somebody on the south
Nigga,
side.
that's just in real. That's in life, nigga. And if you're not willing to admit that, bro, like there's something wrong with your brain, nigga. God, Latin Kings demonic for real, man. Latin gangs, they just do more, man.
Throwing up gang signs, but the Latinos out west,
Niggas will
they was
carve
throwing up the
your ass
whole
up,
star,
nigga.
coming to the ops block and taking street signs down, and that's still
Taking the whole street sign down.
happening to this day.
All my favorite things I ate this week on an anti-inflammatory diet thanks to Hungry
Boy.
Root. I just started an anti-inflammatory diet and at first I was nervous.
That shit gonna
But of
kill
course,
you.
I'm oversimplifying because there's a lot less organization
That
now. But just from my
anti-inflammatory
personal
shit look
experience as somebody
fucking
from the south side,
trash.
I never played crazy over there. I remember in 2024, a woman posted the ad.
My baby daddy got the weakest ops. He just keep coming home alive and untouched.
Nice to meet you. I'm Quandale Dingle.
The whole pole was bent in half. Chicago is demonic. Fuck, like, not F the Latin Kings, man. We fuck with the Latin Kings, man. We fuck with you, man. How you do that shit? Don't terrorize me. But nah, man. Chicago is demonic, nigga. She said, my baby daddy got the weakest ops. He just keep coming home alive and untouched. And he snitched on half of y'all. And he robbed half of y'all. Anyway, he is not located on 4 bloop, 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 bloop. Our P, he's not. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Address of her child's father on Facebook, mocking his ops by calling them weak for not doing anything to him, and clearly this was done out of anger, but the next day, he was dead on the same block as his house, likely being caught on his own front porch. And I assume the only reason she wasn't charged is because this is not really a murder for hire or conspiracy, because she just simply posted his address, and that was only fatal because he did have ops. But did Juan Espinosa...
She doxed that nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's like, if it gets you, like, see, that's the thing, man. Niggas be thinking, like, just because you didn't go to jail, that's on your conscience, nigga. You got that nigga smoked. That is your fault. That is completely your fault, nigga. I don't give a fuck if the nigga had ops. The ops would have never had the address if it wasn't for you, nigga. And I hope, like, man, bro. Oh, wait, man. Imagine he probably just was like, fuck you, man. Fuck you, bitch. I'm done with you. I'm done with you in this toxic shit.
Martinez really do
Oh,
something
yeah?
that's incriminating,
You're done with
sending
me and
evidence
my
of a murder
toxic
for hire on
bullshit?
Snapchat,
Catch
and does he
this
really
shit.
control a subset of guys that would have done it? The Latin Kings in general have a long history in Chicago, and they are probably the most well-known Hispanic gang in the Midwest. And back in the day, they were so serious that they created their own
Rest in peace,
manifesto
bro,
following
man.
a belief system known as Kingism, and they started to take over parts of the city after the Division Street riots in 1966, which happened during the first ever Puerto Rican Day parade in Chicago, when a Puerto Rican man was gunned down by Chicago police, and is widely thought to have been unjust, as some accused the police of falsely claiming that the man, a
It
22
definitely was over something stupid, bro. Some shit like some mid, or, you feel me? Like, nigga, even some Zah, bro. Don't get me killed over no Zaza, man. Not even the finest of Zaza, man. You come home and I'm already smoking the Zaza, and you've been waiting to smoke since you got home.
year-old was armed. And it's
Don't get
also
me locked
disputed
up.
whether the
Don't-
Latin
don't
Kings were
fucking
founded
get
by a
me
man named
killed.
King
Don't
Phil
drop
or
my
Ramon
low.
Santos. Now, if a bounty was placed on the head of a high-ranking member of Border Patrol, I would think that only a cartel would have enough resources and authority to do something like that, at least as a part of a gang, as the Department of Justice describes it. And it just so happens, the Latin Kings had a history with the Sinaloa cartel specifically. The Flores twins, while I'm not sure what gang they were associated with because they were mostly known to be connected directly to the Sinaloa, allegedly taking trips to Mexico for drug runs as children at 7 years old. Their older brother was said to be a shot caller in the Latin Kings at the time.
Waukee
But one of the
Farms?
Flores twins
Nah,
was
that'd be
cross-examined during the case that he ended up testifying against El Chapo
That'd be
in,
tough,
when El
man.
Chapo's lawyer tried to tie Flores to the murder of Rudy Rangel, also known as King Cato. Cato
Got some
was a
lit
Latin
right
king
now, bro.
and one of
Mule
the biggest
fuel,
drug dealers
man.
in the city at the time of his death. And also, despite being in Chicago, he was a close friend of DMX. The lawyer even alleged that
I
after
remember their
Cato
story, man. I remember their story. Because bro got killed in like a barbershop, man. And then DMX made that song about him.
Dad, his wife married one of the Flores twins. But these ties are over 20 years old, and just because there once was a connection doesn't mean one still exists, at least not with the gang as a whole. It is possible that a clique exists with some kind of connection to a cartel,
fire,
but
bro, I
it
ain't gonna
seems
lie.
far-fetched. If a
I'ma smoke
man
some
did
bud in
send
a
this
few hours
message,
while my
it could have
granny
just been
sleep.
out of
Nah,
a personal vendetta
W
and not
granny,
an
man.
objective of the gang as a whole. This could very well just
We
be
love
one
you,
man
Gran.
independently attempting to facilitate a murder for hire. But the retired police lieutenant said exactly what I thought when I first read it. It's just not as common as people think for a bounty to actually be placed by a gang member. It happens, but there are more people shooting for free than paid hitmen.
Ready to level up your Python workflows? PyCharm, the only Python IDE you need, built for data.
And although I've constantly referred to Hispanic gangs,
Live
it's
with
important to
Baba.
note that many
Baba
hoods like
with
the Insane
live.
2-2 Boys in Little Village are mixed, more of a reflection of the times, whereas most gangs were started out of anger and fear due to
Shout out to
oppression
the
from
zero
other groups
niggas
in the
watching me, bro.
1960s, but with the civil rights era past and all of these gangs still existing, of course they would eventually mix. And I believe this started with the white gang, the Almighty Gaylords.
Not
These
the
guys were
gay
originally
lords. Not the gay lord, man. Shout out 2-2 Gay, man. Shout out 2-2 Gay, man. Gay lords. You feel
sort
me?
of an
Almighty.
actual white supremacist
Almighty
gang.
and
But
gay.
over time, they just slowly evolved after there were internal splits and accepted other races. The Simon City
What the
Royals,
hell?
they just slowly evolved
Why shot by OA right here, man? This shot by OA daddy. We're busy at, bro.
after there were internal splits and accepted other races. The Simon City Royals were literally another version of the Aryan Nation before mixing, and of course every now and then you'll see some black Latin kings, who despite the name have no Latin heritage. And of course there are also black Mexicans, black Puerto Ricans, and so on. And also in the area around Midway Airport, there are a mix of Hispanic and black cliques in the area, with some of the 2-6 gang being on 63rd. Now of course 63rd is a block made famous by rappers from the south side, but this is a completely different part of 63rd Street. A street that is very long, as the 63rd and 64th that STL and O Block sit on is about 10 to 15 miles away, as 63rd stretches from Lake Michigan to the suburbs, basically in a straight line across the entire city east to west. The Gangsta 2-6 gang, as they were originally known, started as a baseball team supposedly, whose members just fell into the streets in the late 60s and early 70s. And although every clique is not the same, some of them have been into it with the Latin Kings since their founder, David Ayala, was convicted of murdering 2 Latin Kings in the 80s. Although David was actually released from prison after the Bonjean Law Group out of New York City proved that he was wrongfully convicted of the murders. And they also got his cousin Jimmy Soto out of prison for a wrongful conviction the same year. Incidentally, the 2 cousins were the longest serving wrongfully convicted people in Illinois. The Satan Disciples are a gang originally started by immigrants from Eastern Europe, like Czechoslovakia when that was still a thing, and of course from Poland. And they have a pretty evil sounding name. As a kid, I used to think they worshiped the devil or something, but it turns out they got their name when a priest doing community outreach in the neighborhood called some of the guys in the area Devil's Disciples, which means they probably did something to offend this priest, which gave the younger guys under them the idea to call themselves the Satan Disciples. But the Devil's Disciples are not to be confused with the motorcycle club of the same name that originated in California. But like many gangs, the SDs eventually mixed and became a mostly Hispanic gang. And all of these gangs are broken up into several cliques from West Lawn and Gage Park all the way up to Cicero. Now, what little organization there is probably there because there's a strong semblance of community in the Hispanic enclaves of Chicago. During the riots and looting of 2020, many in certain Hispanic neighborhoods came together to deter looters from destroying their community, making a real effort towards saving the community, kind of like the violence interrupters in the black neighborhoods on the south side. And since this part of Chicago is largely unexplored on the internet, obviously this could be an hour-long video, but I don't just want to highlight the negative side of this part of the city, because as I said earlier, it's rich in culture and history, and it's part of what I love about Chicago. And this mix of culture is what gives the city its identity, beyond all the crime and the negative stuff you see in the media. Because within these communities, there are hard-working families, many military service members also come from the Hispanic community, and definitely come eat food in Chicago. If you guys want a part 2 on this, and we can keep going deeper into the history of the city, just let me know.
Man. We good on them fucking hot dogs, bro. I already got that dog in me. Oh shit, man. Fuck with that nigga Trap, man. Fuck with that nigga, cuz. Or else, bro. I gotta take a fucking piss, bro. Got that dog, nigga.
Remember when they trespassed me? I have all the evidence. It's all in there. If you guys take me down to the police station, we can talk.
Well, I don't need to take you there because we can't have you hanging out there either.
Okay, then
because it's
I have
closed.
a packet of information. They just weren't their phone. They weren't letting me call out.
So just to give you guys some context, she was trespassed from the 2 other hospitals in the area. Now she came to this one claiming that she got raped, that she needs to get tested, but they know it's bullshit. They know she's just doing this for attention. Her own father wants nothing to do with her, so now she's going to get trespassed. Now the cops are very familiar with her. They know exactly where this is going, and I'm sure they're dreading what's about to happen.
Say 5K, what's the word, man?
Is that one like an emergency for a sexual assault?
Yes.
Well, that's not what's occurred right now, so we don't need to bother them with that.
Oh, okay.
You
Let
need
me call my
some type of
advocate.
housing.
Oh, housing.
Unless you want to just go out and walk down the street, that's fine too.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm just not
Okay.
naked. I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Well, you have blankets and something
No,
covering you.
I'll find my advocate's number in here. But just, oh, here's the card. I'm just on hold though, just in case they answer.
So I do want to show you a clip from her channel. I want you to see what she's about. Instead of trying to fight for her life
she
and
big as
trying
hell,
to
man.
remain alive for another 10 years, she wants people to just
D-Money's
accept
girl.
her situation and
He's out
accommodate
there.
her. So she's advocating for free airplane tickets so that
I seen Cobras and fucking K5K Chili Bandit. What's the word, man? I seen y'all comments the same, and it was like, I'm cooling. Damn, she big as hell.
she doesn't have to pay for a
I ain't
second
gonna
one
lie,
and
she a
other
3 or
stuff
4
like that. Take a look
motherfuckers,
at
man.
this.
Hey friends and future allies, I'm Jay, a passionate advocate for fat liberation. For years, I've been fighting against the
Fat liberation, bomba clot. We'll liberate you, all right, man. We're gonna free you. We're gonna free you into the wild, man. You walrus-looking motherfucker, man. Fuck out of here, man. This is why motherfuckers will try to liberate anything, bro. Niggas, man, bro.
discrimination fat people
Oh my
face in
God.
travel, healthcare, mental health, and
I know
beyond.
she gets straight
This
bite.
mission is deeply
Yeah,
personal
man.
to me because I know what it's like to be unseen and unheard. I've poured my heart and
You fucking piece of bacon. What, what bro said, bro, what did I even do, man? I'm not even driving, bro. What the fuck?
soul into creating resources, sparking
Fucking piece
conversations,
of
and so
bacon.
much more to amplify our voices and demand the respect we deserve. But I can't do it alone anymore. This
Yeah, she is not unseen, man. We see you, lady. We see you, man. It ain't a motherfucker on this earth that ain't seeing you, man.
work has required immense sacrifices, time, energy, and sometimes my own
You
well-being.
fat piece
Now
of shit.
I'm reaching out to
Because I wasn't even driving. Bro, dry caught it straight, bro. The nigga in the front seat was probably like yoked up, nigga. You feel me? You pulled up, was like, damn, I stopped all aggressive. I gotta say something. Get this chubby nigga in the back, you feel me? Chubby, happy ass nigga in the back. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, let off on
you
him.
for help.
Excuse
Your
me.
support can make a tangible
Excuse me.
difference.
Swole ass nigga in the front. Man, what the fuck is wrong with this fat ass nigga in the
Not
back?
just for me, but for everyone in the fat community. With your contributions,
Not
I
the
can
fat
continue creating
Tom.
impactful content, organizing events, and driving systemic change toward a more inclusive world. Together, we can empower people to live.
You can tell by her eyes, nigga, that she's trying so hard to like stay awake. Like, bitch, you are dying, man. She tired as hell. Bitch, you're not doing anything. What's up, young slut? You're not doing anything. She is fucking like talking herself into a slumber.
Unapologetically.
Unapologetically is the right word to use, as you're about to see in just a moment. So she did a fundraiser so she can do her activism. It
Nah,
only
she
garnered
already ate the fridge, man. That's why she tired, man. Snorlax looking at a nigga, man.
$115, and then she decided to
Zarlac
shut it
looking
down
at a
because I
nigga,
guess
man.
no one was supporting it. But yeah, let's get back to the body cam. The cops had enough, and they decided to just pull the plug on the phone.
CHO. Then he
Nigga said shit under it, bro. Bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's only some shit that you know if like you like yo mama was like so huge that she wheelchair bound like this on God. And I hate to even like, you feel me? The homie's mama was like that, bro. Like nigga, she had like a fucking there was like a contraption on the toilet, nigga. I was like, what is all this, man? He's like, man, let me move the contraction if you got to use the bathroom.
No.
All right, let's go.
Honey, they're right here. Do you want to talk to them?
What is this?
Yeah, here. They don't want to talk.
Yeah. Links in the chat and shit. Links in the chat.
Oh, they're disconnecting the phone. Oh.
All right, you're good. Let's go.
That's your trespass
No, I'm
warning.
not
Your
going-
trespass
no,
from
I'm not going
Trios for
anywhere
99
with you.
years.
No, you're not going anywhere with us. You're leaving
No.
the property.
You're leaving the property.
I'm not leaving. Hey, witnesses? I need a witness.
It's all on camera. You don't have
Nobody
Everyone-
wants you
That's
here,
what
you
the-
fat.
So if I rip this up, it's
Fucking
That's fine. You've been
99
advised.
years?
Yes, 99 years. If you come
Okay,
back to the
I wanna
property,
get
you'll be arrested for
arrested.
trespass.
I want to get arrested, so I'm gonna rip it up.
Damn, for 99 years.
ZZZ.
You can rip it up all you want. That's not going to change the fact that we gave it to you and you know your trespass. So
This bitch is
99
tripping.
years. Rip it up. This is all my evidence.
They trespassed her for 99 years. They're tired of this bitch. Like, man, is this the hospital? Where's she at?
Everyone.
make sure you grab all your stuff.
Nope. Hey, you guys, please. They're going to kill me.
Grab all your stuff.
You're killing
Put
yourself.
my trust in, can't believe I really did that. Hate myself for that shit. Now I'm sitting here trying to figure my shit out. Where the fuck